Who fourth and forever Alcoa. Hey, check this out. This is my interpretation of behind the scenes. Me and my son had a real good time with this film crew, with our part of the show. They was real good about, being masked up and doing all the safety precautions that has been going on with 2020 and the COVID-19. But we had my granddaddy's car in the show, and they showed me a lot of things, man. These guys was real professionals, man. I had a good time with them. But this is just my interpretation. That's me and my son, by the way. This just is my interpretation of my part of it. That's a scene where my son was riding with some of his buddies, going to go get some lunch or dinner, ice cream after football practice, and I like to call that the granddaddy mobile. That's my 64 Oldsmobile Super 88 that my grandfather left me, and I've done a few things to it, but it made a pretty good impact on the show. But check this out. They was in the garage kind of interviewing the kids. I go quiet and let you guys listen what they had to say. Here we go.
People, bro, if we make it, or at least a few of us make it,
then we gonna put this place on the map.
on the map.
How you getting it there?
It is sort of already on your maps, right? So you've got to live up to something, right? Because a lot of other athletes have come out of here, a lot of other just talented people have come out of here, right?
You just got something we different. I feel like
We always talk about how class of 21 the best class out, and I come out and say every game that we gotta show it. We gotta show that we better than everybody else out here.
We got something to prove. We gonna do that though, regardless. This small, bro. Like,
Yeah. It's
Hey,
a lot of great people to come out of this town. It's so small, like it hasn't been.
I don't think people pay attention, bro.
Like,
We so small, we just
Tennessee small.
but if you think about it, like, they got a little video on, like, some type of social media, I ain't gonna say, but, it's, like, showing the schools, like, in this side of the area, and it's, like, it does show heritage, and it's, like, country songs, and then they show they stuck up, they show Alcoa, it's, like, all the cool kids at this school, and then they go to Florida, and it's, like, all the hood kids. It's not like that, but that's what they portray it to be. But, like, everybody looks at us like we're higher than everybody because we carry ourselves that way. And, like, even when we off the field, we always have a picture that we have to stay. Like, you can't just go out and not represent the team or your community being ignorant, and we all know that. So it's really how it is.
Especially being in like a small town like this. Like, I just be going somewhere to eat, walk in the store, somebody in there knows me, you know what I'm saying, just from football or just from like seeing me, hearing my name or something, or like they recognize my hair, and they're just like, oh, you great dancer, blah, 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 start having a conversation with me, and I'm just in there getting food, and I'll be in there for 15 minutes because somebody want to talk to me.
And you can't even walk out too. You can't come back. Come home with you.
You gotta be nice.
And if they do recognize you, hey, it's over with. They talking to storm up.
And they gonna tell you about
1995 when they played in Alcoa.
You know how many tackles I made? A lot.
But that's how I got stopped too. That one time we were supposed to, where did we go eat that one time? You know what I'm talking about?
But that was them interviewing some of the players, sitting in my garage. It's kind of funny to watch all of this back, but I'm gonna be quiet. Let you guys check out the behind the scenes. hit a wall.
For your cooperation.
Too hurt.
Please visit our concession stands located beneath the home side press box and in the Bull Fieldhouse on the visitor side. They're stocked with plenty of different items for your munchy pleasure. Don't sit the stands hungry. Visit one of the concession stands now.
Even in high school, so that's really what I'm most thankful for.
Good. Okay, I'd like to see them from the street, like the view from the neighborhood on those.
Oh yeah.
And then we are going to do. I'm going to do just a quick formal LTS with them on their own, so we have one.
Behind your patio with it.
Are we going to the street?
No, you guys stay right there. You just keep talking as if we're not here.
The mailman coming.
Here comes the mailman. We'll just kind of tick through some greatest hits of what he just said. Gives him no. So, take maybe just recall all the different challenges you had this year. I mean, you had. Well, you told me. I mean, ones I remember is just staying in school, just being a student, and also the concussion, and just what comes.
Yeah, so I have real life family on the team and like just best friends / family really, because everybody out there they like the brother to me. So I was just out there, I was voting. about like the scouts being out there or who's watching me for real. I was thinking about playing my last game with my family, and that's all I was out there thinking about. Like, even when we was playing good, I was like, hey, let's keep playing. This is our last game. Like, let's just keep going hard. I'm trying to put up 100. I ain't never seen 100 on a football game. I'm trying to put 100 up. And we just went out there, did our thing. I'm happy everybody went out, didn't get hurt as bad as, like, nobody's like really hurt, went to the hospital type hurt, broke something. So I'm just happy we out.
Do you remember what Solomon challenged you to? Like, I remember when he went around, when we were sitting in the garage way back in September, and he said, I asked him to like tell each one of you like what you guys need to work on. Do you remember what he said to you?
No.
Does anybody remember that? No? Okay.
Solomon just be talking. I can't.
Okay. Well, maybe it just, you know, we spend a lot of time talking about how you're from this place, this neighborhood in particular. And man, can you walk around this neighborhood with your head high, right? Like, you have upheld the tradition.
Yeah. So like the other day, I just walked out and my neighbor down there across the street, he yelled out a good game to me like right after, and I forgot all about the game. I'm finna go to basketball. Like, I'm thinking about basketball now, and I'm just being yelled at, talking about good game out there, Tank. I seen that interception. And that just reminded me of the whole thing, and I was happy. So I do like being out here and just like walking around and people knowing my name and stuff. It feels good.
Okay. And maybe just because it was powerful, tell us again why what you're thankful for having such a great dad like Slappy.
Yeah, I'm thankful because if my dad wasn't in my life or anything like that, I probably wouldn't be playing sports. Probably wouldn't be in the position or the spot I'd be at right now, because he do a lot without the cameras, on the cameras. He do a lot with me, so I'm just thankful that he's in my life.
Yeah.
Sometime between April and August.
It'll be able to buy two on it. Will they be able to buy the
I don't know.
I don't know if you'll be able to purchase the.
We're moving so far away from maybe download. I don't know. That's a good question because we're streaming. And so it's through Curiosity Stream is the client, and then Curiosity Stream distributes its content through its own portal and through HBO Max.
Okay.
HBO Max is what's really made the viewership go way up.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm going to contact Curiosity Stream.
That's a wrap, buddy.
Yeah, you can. Is it 2 hours? So you do whatever you want to do for 2 hours.
Why?
So I'm not really worried about anything that's going on. I'm just waiting for the gameplay that got set out for us. Out. And he's probably gonna be out for COVID, so that's just a hard thing going on for us. We try to keep our mask on. They said, the coaches told us if you have your mask on around anybody, you shouldn't be able to get it. So we just, everywhere we go, try to have our mask on us.
Good. Talk to us about kind of your thoughts since going.
I'm used to it, so my eyes went basically to the defensive side, and defense wins games, and I like defense, so I'm going to be over there on that side of the field.
So I'm going to ask you a non-football question, a non-related question. Let's say you didn't play football and there was no scholarship option. What do you think you'd be doing after school?
After school, I'll go straight to work, go to TCAT. That's what I've been talking to my teachers about, because before Carson Newman sent me that invite, I was already talking about going to TCAT and getting a job and going to work. I've been talking to a couple of teachers about that.
So I heard there was a little bit of from someone maybe not hearing everything, that you and Isaiah on the sidelines, there was maybe a little heated discussion. But yeah, I'll just keep it the question that you can answer when you're Isaiah on the bus. But it's really a story of, if I'm not listening to what you guys are saying and I don't know your relationship, I could make up a story that you guys are fighting.
Yeah.
So as a family can do things and talk to each other a certain way. Just kind of put it in that kind of a story for us.
Alright, so Alcoa, we really have a brotherhood out here. Like, we grew up with everybody out here before, so.
Sorry, it's plain.
Do like you said, art form. He got on to me.
I was upset too, kinda. He was just talking to me, and I was like, I'm in my own head personally, so I'm like, man, I just need to calm down. And I just hear Isaiah in my ear, he just jawing. I'm like, man, like, cause it's back up, and he got mad at me because I was just like, I was telling him to back up, stop talking to me, and then we just both started barking at each other. It just got heated, but at the end of the day, we was fine. Wasn't nothing major.
You think on his end there's a little frustration that he's not able to be in there?
Yeah, most definitely. He's most definitely mad that he can't play right now. He done told me in practice before that he wish he could be out here. We all wish he could be out here. Like, that's one player that loves the game of football. He loves the game.
So, I think a lot of people who watch football and appreciate football would say that defensive back is one of the hardest positions on the field. So as a defensive back, talk to us about your job on the field and what that entails, what that takes.
As a defensive back, you have to have short-term memory, because if somebody makes a play on you, you can't keep thinking about it because there's a whole game to play. You gotta be willing to do just your job, because if you come off of your man for just a split second, that could be a touchdown throw right there. You just gotta be. It's really all mental. You just gotta be mentally smart.
Do you have any special techniques of your own?
I don't got no techniques of my own. I played outside linebacker for 3 years. 3 years basically, and then go to play corner. So basically, I picked up all my stuff from Isaiah. So Isaiah Cox was the one who helped me out mostly on my corner spot.
What's one of the biggest things he taught you?
Biggest thing he taught me was the short-term memory part, because I used to get mad for people just catching 5 yards hitches on me. So he told me just let that go, play the inside before like getting played up there. So all his little tips, all his little things, he gonna help me out with. And I guess it works, because I'm starting to look that on the DB side.
All right, good. Well, I think that's all we have. Anybody else have any questions, thoughts?
Well, have you thought about an HBCU?
Me and Quick was
More better.
More better.
Better.
More better blues.
There you
Yeah, plus I love this scene. It's such a great.
Yeah.
y'all can have the house. Just let me give me the garage.
I can see a spin-off. Fourth and Forever is Slappy's Garage.
Yeah, come on, get it, bullshit. If you didn't drive the cars, hey, after this season, he'll be on that, riding with me to the Dragon. I kind of weaned him off of the bikes doing the football, because, anything can happen.
Nah, he broke my dirt bike.
You broke the dirt bike. Shit. But that damn dirt bike was broke when you got. I mean, we passed it down from Man to Kiva to Tank, and then everybody would come in town. I mean, they done ran. I mean, I call it slammer. Everybody gets on to get slammed.
Where'd you guys ride it?
Where?
We'll just go back
in here?
down that street. There's like a little hill. There's a little field. We used to just go around there.
And that's how I know he's sneaky as shit, because he like his daddy. Yeah, all right, go down there, be cool, just go in the grass. Oh, he'll put down there, beep, beep, beep. I'm like, man, let me walk over here and see what his ass doing. I go over there and walk through the as soon as I get down there, I get out of his way. He jumping hills, trying to pop with it, sliding around. I said, look at this boy right here. And then you look, that's my boy, because that's what I would have done. See, he's like the fool. All right, that's my interpretation of the behind the scenes of Fourth and Forever. Stay tuned for the trailer. I think it's going to come out April the 8th. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I didn't embarrass my town. Alright, roll the trailer.
Lives a football dynasty. 18 state championships, including 5 straight, and more regular season victories than almost any school in the country.
Their success is built on the back of a century of hard work. A company town where the desire to win burns hotter than molten metal. And everything that comes your way, you have to earn. Our kids want to win.
They'll break before we break! Come on, everybody, we play like this all night long! Our kids work so much, we are so demanding of them, it's so difficult to play this program.
It's almost funny how much talent does come out here every year. It's always a standout.
The expectation in Alcoa is definitely to go undefeated and win state.
This shadow just gets bigger and bigger, and you're just gonna have to add to it.
But beyond the slew of state championships, this team has a higher calling. To look its history squarely in the eye and forge bonds that a generation ago were unthinkable.
We're so diverse that, like, no matter what happens, when you're on that field or you're in that locker room, you're brothers.
Even though we were segregated and separated, even though we're experiencing what we're experiencing in 2020, we're still trying to come together.
You see a lot of acceptance in our community, races, genders, sexuality.
You got black, white, Hispanic here. I mean, we all get along great.
However, in these turbulent times, the road to a 6th straight championship will be anything but easy.
He's throwing punches! New kids coming in, and the situation with COVID, it couldn't have been a more perfect storm.
Our quarterbacks are inexperienced, and that's a hard place to be when you're playing in a big game like this.
And fumbles the football for a turnover.
Black kid from California coming in, a lot of things being said. We came here to win. My son is a winner. He has no choice. Stay solid. You hear me?
It's hard being a quarterback parent because there's only one on the field.
Stay off my jet!
You think I'm just making excuses, dude? There's a bigger thing than just football.
You're going to be a starting quarterback Monday. He had his shot. You're going to get yours next week.
It's a tie game! Come on, baby, come on! We go down to one of the most heartbreaking losses of my career. You gotta get it go! This is 4th and Forever Season 3.
Somebody's fixing to win or lose the ball game on one play.
This is Alcoa.
Hey, you